Hi guys, it's Fabio here. Welcome back to another video. Today I have a sequence for you that will help you master the splits. Splits can be quite challenging and they require a lot of focus and practice. And today I'm going to show you my favorite poses to get there. If you're ready, join me on the mat and we'll begin on all fours today. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up in downward facing dog. We'll begin our journey here, opening the hamstrings. Now, as you exhale, bend your knees a lot. Inhale, straighten your legs. And again, exhale, bend your knees a lot. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, going a little bit deeper. Inhale. And one last time, we're going to exhale. Inhale. Now stay here in your downward facing dog for a few deep breaths as you melt your heels towards the ground. And at the same time, you want to reach up towards the ceiling with your tailbone. Take a couple of deep breaths, feeling the hamstrings opening and lengthening. On your next inhalation, we'll be lifting the right leg up. And then exhale, take a giant step forward between your hands. Pivot the back heel down and lift up into Warrior One, keeping a nice bend in the front leg. You can reach up with your arms and stay here. You want to feel a strong foundation in your legs. Make sure the front knee is tracking forward on top of your toes. Now on your next exhalation, join your hands and lower them down at the heart. Straighten the front knee and start tipping forward towards the front leg with a flat back. Exhale, lower your hands on the floor and reach down with your head towards your knee. Shake your head left and right, making sure there's no tension in your neck. If you need a prop, use a block and bring it close to your foot. You can place your hands on the blocks and relax here. You can play with the blocks, finding the height that suits you the most, so you can lower them down a little more or even reach with your hands on the floor. It's totally up to you. Follow what feels good and remember to always listen to your body. You want to try to keep your hips square towards the front in this position. Remember to use the breath to release even more. Now slowly bend your front knee and come back up into your Warrior One position. Lift the back heel off the mat and then lower the knee on the floor. Bring the hands on the blocks or on the floor and take a moment here to adjust the position if you need to. Allow the hips to sink deep towards the mat. Keep the back toes engaged and the front knee tracking right on top of your toes. Now point the back foot and exhale, straighten the front leg, shift your weight slightly back, lower the forehead to your knee. Inhale, come back to your low lunge position, lift your head up. Exhale, again, straighten the front leg, shift the weight back. Slowly inhale, low lunge position, inhale, lift your head. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Move a little deeper into this pose. Feel the hamstrings getting ready for a deeper opening. Inhale, lift. Exhale, straighten the front leg into your half splits. We're gonna hold it here this time. Stay, or if you want to go deeper, flex your front foot and relax there. You want to feel that heel pressing into the floor. Remove the blocks if you can and relax, let your head hang heavy. We'll take another deep breath here. Exhale deeply. One more breath in. Exhale. Now slowly bend the front leg and move the foot to the right side of your mat. We'll be going into lizard pose in a moment, another great way to release tension from the hips. So roll on the outside of your right foot, allow the knee to fall out to the side, and then keep sinking your hips down. You can use the blocks if you'd like to place your hands on the blocks, or go a little deeper by placing the forearms on the blocks. Relax your head and stay here. Deepen the breath. Really bring your attention to your body, especially the area around your hips. Feel the hips becoming heavier and heavier every time you exhale. The arms are there to support you on top of your blocks or on the floor. Let's take another breath and then slowly release. Let's move back slowly into downward facing dog. So you can tuck your back toes, bring back your front knee, and then step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reach your tailbone up and feel if there's any difference in that right leg already. Now exhale, bend your knees a lot. Inhale to straighten. Just like we did at the beginning. Exhale deeply, bend your knees. Inhale, straighten, reaching up with your tailbone. Exhale, bend your knees. One more time, inhale, straighten. And for the very last one, we'll be bending the knees a lot. And then exhale, straighten your legs. Relax here for a few deep breaths, in and out through your nose. Now, lift the left leg up. Exhale, take a giant step forward in between your hands, pivot the back heel down, and come up into Warrior One. You want to reach up with your arms all the way to the sky. Keep your hips towards the front of the mat as well as your shoulders. Slowly deepen into the front knee. Remember the importance of the breath. Now join your hands together and then lower them down at your heart. Straighten the front leg 1 inch at a time and then start tipping forward, keeping the hips exactly where they are. Relax your hands on the floor or on the blocks and release your head towards the knee. Instead of rounding the spine a lot, you always want to try to lengthen. So think about bringing the belly on your thigh instead of just the forehead to your knee. Keep relaxing here, using the blocks if necessary, or leaving the hands on the floor. That's totally up to you. Now bend your front knee and come back up into your Warrior One. Lift the back heel off the mat and lower the knee on the ground. Lower your hands down and allow the hips to sink towards the floor. Adjust your foot if necessary and become a little bit heavier into your hips. Now as you exhale, we'll bring the hands on the blocks and we'll straighten the front leg. Flex your foot if you'd like or keep it pointed, that's totally up to you. Inhale, shift your weight forward, lift up. Lift your chest up. Again, exhale, shift the weight back, straighten the front leg. Bring the forehead to your knee. Inhale, low lunge position. Lift your chest up. Exhale, release back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, low lunge pose, always moving with your breath and with full awareness of your body. Exhale, shift your weight back and hold it here. Just like we did earlier, you really want to lengthen the spine as best as you can. Also, you want to try to keep your hips towards the front of the mat. Breathe and relax. Flex your front foot if you'd like or keep it pointed, that's totally up to you. Now bend the front knee and slowly walk the foot on the left side of the mat. Bring the left hand in. Open the knee and lower down into your lizard pose. So we're rolling on the outside of the left foot, letting the knee opening out. Stay there or lower down on the forearms. And bring some weight into your hips. Now the arms are there to support the weight of your body. So you can always use them to ease into the stretch a little more. Keep breathing, try to relax and stay focused. Breath is extremely important when it comes to splits. Now slowly come back up, tuck your back toes and step back into downward facing dog. Now, since this is the third time that we repeat the same pose, notice if there's any difference. Maybe you feel already a little more open. Take a few deep breaths, make subtle movements to adjust the pose. Bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop at the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold deeply. Relax here. Now, if having your legs straight is too intense, you can always bend your knees a lot, just like I'm doing. Slowly, inhale and straighten the legs again. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, connect your belly to your thighs. And then inhale, straighten the legs, try to move a little deeper. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale to straighten. Let's go for one more round. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Now, if you can reach for your heels and relax there. This can become a little more intense. Remember to breathe deeply. Feel the hamstrings opening. And on your next exhalation, bend your knees. Let go of your heels and roll your spine all the way up to standing. One vertebra at a time. Now we'll be going into standing splits. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower them down at your heart. Take a moment to connect to your body. We'll be testing how open our hamstrings are with this next pose. So release the weight from the left leg and start tipping your body forward, almost as if you were going into warrior 3. Keep a flat back as best as you can and then reach your hands down. Keep lifting the back leg up. You want to release the head, bring the forehead closer to your knee. And this is a very good way to prepare us for splits because it's an active stretch. Now on your next exhalation, you can start lowering the leg one more time towards the floor. Bend the supporting leg and then roll your spine up one vertebra at a time, just like we did earlier, to come back to a standing position. Inhale, reach your arms up, join your palms together and lower them at your heart. Stay present to your body and to your breath. Stay fully focused. Now release weight from the right leg and lift it up as you tilt forward into a warrior 3 pose. Then lower your hands on the floor. Keep lifting the back leg up and bring the forehead closer to your leg, to your standing leg. Activate your glutes to lift the leg even higher. Breathe deeply. Bend your knee and slowly come back to your standing position, rolling the spine up one vertebra at a time. Take all the time you need. Now, inhale, lift your arms up. Join your palms together, lower them down at your heart, and then tilt forward, coming to a forward fold position. Step back into plank pose and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, opening the chest and the heart. Exhale to down dog. Take one breath in and out. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to a seated position with your legs extended forward. Now flex your feet, inhale, lengthen your spine, Dandasana. Exhale, forward fold into Paschimottanasana. You want to ease into this version. If you can, hold on to your feet and try to bring the belly on your thighs, reaching with your forehead down towards your knees. Remember the importance of the breath, so we're constantly moving and changing, deepening into the positions. Relax. Find your stillness into your mind. Let your breath flow. We'll take one more deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back to a seated position. Bend your right knee And bring the foot on the inside of your left leg. So we're opening the knee out. You can use a block underneath your right knee if necessary. Inhale to lift, exhale to fold, holding on to that foot. Head to knee pose. Allow the spine to round, relax. But keep that idea of lengthening towards your foot with the crown of the head. Let your hips open. And eventually you can even release that block from underneath your knee. Relax there, see how you feel. Props are a great tool to help us ease into the positions. Now let's switch sides, so we'll bring the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right leg. Exhale and fold there. Head to knee pose. Relax as best as you can, notice if there's any difference between one side and the other. Often when it comes into opening the hamstrings, one leg feels more flexible than the other. Inhale, release. Take your time to extend both legs, shake them if you need to. The hips and hamstrings should be ready at this point, so we'll go for our splits. I would recommend using a couple of blocks close to you, or pillows, or whatever you have, books. Something to help you find a little bit more height. Now, extend one leg forward, so we'll come to a lounge position with the right foot front, left leg back, and we'll lower the knee down. Now, extend the front leg. If you're using socks, it will be a little easier to slide into this position. Slide the back leg towards the back of the mat and try to keep your hips squared. Lift your chest up and stay. We're gonna take about 5 to 10 breaths here. Deep in and out through the nose. Relax your hamstrings. You can always slide a pillow underneath your hips. With control, we'll be coming out of the pose. Make sure you move nice and slow, always aware of your body. Now, switch legs. So we'll bring the left leg forward, back knee on the floor, and then slowly slide into your position, into your splits. Use the blocks if necessary, or slide all the way down to the floor. Now once you get there, again, you want to try to keep your hips pretty square towards the front, lift your chest up and breathe. Allow the hamstrings to release. It's not important if you're not fully flat, that will come over time. It's important how you stay into these positions. When you're ready, release the pose. Let's come down into a child's pose now. So take your time, move nice and slow, and meet me there when you're ready. We'll bring the forehead down to the floor, we'll sit on our heels, and we'll take a few gentle rocks side to side just to massage our hips and release any tension from the legs. When you're ready, roll your spine up. Sit on one side and extend your legs forward. Lay down on your mat, bringing the right knee into your chest, extending the left leg down, and then extend also the right leg towards the ceiling. Hold on to the back of the leg or your foot. Keep stretching the leg towards your body, keeping the left heel on the floor. Breathe. Hips are square, and this is a very safe way to open and relax the hamstrings as well. Now let's release and move to the other side. Left knee into your chest, right leg fully extended, and then extend also the left leg up and towards you. Breathe, keep your hips and shoulders on the mat. Keep relaxing your hamstring. And when you're ready, bend your leg and hug both knees into your chest. Take a few gentle rocks side to side. Breathe in and relax in the back. Now, release everything to the floor, finding your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Gently breathe into your nose, filling the lungs and chest. Exhale. Breathe in and out. And one more time, we'll take a deep inhalation and a deep exhalation. Splits can be challenging, but with practice and patience, they can definitely be achieved. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today and sharing your energy with me. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and comment down below which video you would like to see next here. Thank you again and have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.